It's Week 8 of the NFL, and center stage belongs to Matthew Stafford. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Rams and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of, sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Well, straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one too.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Here's Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Throwing, Prescott. This is caught.
Holding, offense. You can't have that.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd down, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards at the midway point. It's a 1st down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So this game of our, Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Ready.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Touchdown! Puka Nakua with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Rolling to his right. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys are able to extend their lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Marr now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here. 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
Right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Now Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The football going back to the Rams now. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Stafford. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The final shot before break, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Adam Thielen, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Josh Downs, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jordan Addison, a touchdown reception. Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He just got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again, it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Now a 2nd and 6. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CD Lamb, 59 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Left side to Lamb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing, Prescott. Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. Prescott yet again. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Cowboys 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers, he brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Prescott to throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Rams.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's caught. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now Stafford. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Marr on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the gadget play gets them into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
At the 19-yard line.
Second down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing here, Stafford forced out to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, we said it at half. Need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, kill.
On third down, it's Prescott. That is caught, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 49-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Los Angeles, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,